What's up, guys? Actually, I should do it like Peter McKinnon. What's up, guys? Welcome back to the Educated Barfly. Today we are going to be doing a cocktail we should have done a long time ago because we have done a lot of modern classics, but we have never done a modern classic from King Cocktail himself, Dale Degroff. For those of you that don't know, Dale Degroff is largely considered as kicking off the modern cocktail renaissance, I guess, if you will. He was a bartender that actually was living in LA and was hired at the Beverly Hills Hotel, and sort of the seeds of being a bartender for a career got planted at the Beverly Hills Hotel. He was then hired to work at to open up the bar at the Rainbow Room in New York, and so he moved to New York. And the Rainbow Room is kind of that legendary bar that really inspired so many different people, including, Sasha Petraske and who else? Tony Abou-Ganim. I don't know. Marius is moving behind the camera, and he's like making the smiling thing because everyone's been kind of beating my ass about not smiling on camera. So he's like going like this, like behind the camera, to remind me to smile so that I'm not just like, because I just, the thing is that everyone's like, oh, why don't you smile? Like, ooh, I prefer Greg because he smiles. But here's the thing. When I get into teaching mode, I'm just teaching, and then I'm not thinking about whether I'm smiling or not. I'm just trying to get this information right, especially because this is going to go on YouTube. And if I get one little detail wrong, or do something gross or something, someone's going to call it out, and they're going to make a big deal about it. So I'm just trying to focus. So I get like intense when I focus. I do have a little, RDF, okay, maybe, just possibly. But anyway, okay, let's get back into it. So Dale Degroff, he is the one that sort of inspired people like Sasha Petraske and Tony Abou-Ganim and all these different people. And basically what he did was started using fresh ingredients. He just, like, everybody was going right in the cocktail world, and at that time it was like 1980s, the nightclubs were king, and then he went left. I said right and went this way, but that's left. So, but it's your right, I guess. I don't know. Anyway, he just turned the opposite direction from them. And this right here is one of his, I think it was on the opening menu at the Rainbow Room. So the Rainbow Room was the bar above Rockefeller Center. It opened in 1934. And it was originally called the Stratosphere, but then the Rockefeller family was like, that's kind of off the mark. Let's call it the Rainbow Room. They didn't want it to sound like a nightclub. They just wanted it to sound like a nightclub, if you know what I mean. Anyway, so he went to go work there. He revolutionized the cocktail world, and everyone went, oh my God, this guy's amazing, and they all flocked to his bar, and the rest is history. This cocktail that we're doing is called the Añejo Highball, and it is basically Dale Degroff's ode to Constantino Ribalaigua, which was the head bartender at the La Florida in the 1930s, which is a Cuban joint that was very, very, it was like the La Florida Hotel, and it was a very big deal during Prohibition. So I'm going to be using some Cuban rum. If you don't have Cuban rum, just make sure, literally the recipe says brown rum, so do what you will. Anyway, my perfect ice is melting, so let's get into actually making the drink. First thing we are gonna do is 1/4 ounce of lime juice. This one's gonna be really easy, guys. All right, and true to form, I gotta go get myself a strainer, which is not gonna match, but that's okay, you guys don't mind. Anyway, 1/2 ounce of orange curacao. Put the cap back on. 1.5 ounces. We're using a Havana Club Añejo Special for the Añejo Highball. I didn't pull the little thing out, so it still has the little pour mechanism in there. Voila, 1.5 ounces. And that's all we're gonna do. We're gonna fit our tempered ice that just fell into the glass. I guess it's nice that we did it. It's nice and tempered. And we're just going to give it a short shake since we tempered the ice so much. And also because we are going to be topping it up with ginger beer, so we're just going to pour that. And then we're just going to give it a nice little topper. I like to pour it kind of off the ice, because if you pour it on the ice, it's going to layer on top. If you pour it off the ice, it'll actually kind of mix a little bit better. And then we're just going to give a little, we're going to take that off. we're gonna do that, right? And then we're gonna grab our knife and maybe like, how do we want to do this? Yeah, I'm just gonna give it like a little notcher, and bam, there you have it. Glass straw from Surfside Sips. Its company sent me this straw. It's pretty awesome. It's high impact glass, which I think that just means Pyrex. Here you have it, my friends. Dale Degroff's Añejo Highball. My garnish fell. Don't do that, garnish. There you go. Let's take a sip. That is delightful. I mean, you get obviously all the ginger beer. You get that little, you get that lime, but then you have that orangey kind of curacao, like right in the mid palate. And the rum ain't lost either. So the Añejo Highball, it's like a gussied up rum Moscow Mule. Love it. There you go, guys. This one right here is the summer sipper. So now that the weather is getting a little bit better in LA, it's actually getting pretty hot. So I'm hoping that it's getting pretty hot where you're at as well. We're kind of moving into our summery drinks, and this one's going to be a good one. All right, guys, if you like our channel, please hit like and subscribe. And I don't care if it annoys you that I say that. People actually do it, and it would be nice. The more you subscribe, the more it helps us out. So hit like, hit subscribe. It helps the channel. And then if you are interested in looking at our Patreon channel, go to patreon.com/theeducatedbarfly. We've got some cool perks there. And then on top of all of that, check out our awesome apron sponsor, Staggerly Goods. Check out our tool sponsor, Barfly mixology gear. All of those links are below. Look in the below for history, and I will see you next time.